G'day guys, my name is Trent aka LaxLime, bringing you a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. It is week 1 of the PGL and I am so excited to get started. Honestly, I love League format and I'm so excited to get back into it. We are up against Professor Willow. His link will be in the description below. He is the coach of United Kinglers, and he has a fairly good team, a very threatening team. And you know what? I prepped really hard for this. I feel really out of touch because I haven't really played Pokemon that much in the last like 3 or so months. But you know, we got to get into it. He pretty much brought exactly the team I was expecting him to bring, except for the Shift Tree, which is brilliant for me because I got Mega Diancie and he's got really heaps of he's got a bit of a fairy weakness going on here, and in saying that, he does have Genesect, which is like a nightmare for Diancie in a way. So I was pretty happy with this. Only one Pokemon I didn't expect. I was really thinking he was going to bring Gardevoir to like mitigate that risk of the fairy weakness, but you know, he didn't, so it worked out fine for me anyway. Basically, I've got Mew, Rotom Heat, Diancie, Shaman Sky, Thundurus, and Sork ready to go. And let's just get straight into the battle. So he actually just goes straight for the lead off with Genesect, as I actually decided to go out with Mew. Mew is a physical set, it does have Fire Punch, so I was kind of happy with this situation. The reason why I did lead off with Mew because I was worried about that Galvantula and I didn't want him to set up sticky webs. I have Defog, so I just kind of wanted to get him out of there. So Mew is defensive and that still does a significant amount of damage, so that basically tells me that he is a physical set. I'm really worried about that thing being Choice Scarf because it can run a hole through my team. Fire Punch doesn't do really a significant amount, but Mew is kind of like my go-to guy to get rid of the Goodra. I do carry Ice Punch, and it does a decent amount of damage. I know I'm going to Saliva Draco Meteor because I am Assault Vested. I'm max Special Defense and Assault Vested. It does a crit. Disappointing. I can't let Mew stay around because Mew needs to be there just in case he gets the sticky webs up, and I need to go for Defog. So I decided to take this opportunity to set up into Diancie and try to get that Mega Evolution off, but he ends up switching into Bowie, which is his Starmie. Now, Starmie, a Hydro Pump will definitely kill me, so I've got to switch out. Best bet is to go into Tornadus, hoping he doesn't go for like an Ice Beam or anything. He does end up going for the Scald. I'm cool with that. It does like nothing. And I just pretty much retaliate with a knockoff because I sort of figured he's going to switch, or if he doesn't switch, it's going to do a significant amount of damage. He does go into Shift Tree, knockoff. He's running Pickpocket, so he ends up actually stealing my Assault Vest, which is really annoying because I kind of needed that thing to have an Assault Vest, like Tornadus to have Assault Vest, just to do what it needs to do. But, you know, I've got to get around it. He does switch out here and goes into the Goodra. As I just go for the U-turn, I got to get out. That would do heaps of damage to Shift Tree anyway. But I've got to get out of there, and at this point, I decide to go back into Diancie. I was really keen to get that Mega Evolution off so I could come in on other Pokemon and sort of like wreck house, basically. Diancie does a significant amount of damage to his whole team. Diamond Storm hit everything neutrally at that point, so I decided to go for Diamond Storm just in case he decided to switch out, so I can get some sort of damage off on anything in his team, like, because if he came into Genesect and I went for Moonblast, it wouldn't have done anything, so Diamond Storm was my safest bet. He does go back into Genesect. I cannot stick around because any iron-related, steel-related move is just going to destroy me. So I just have to go into Rotom. Even if he does go for the U-turn, it's not going to do too much damage. Rotom is defensive, and it does like nothing. Rotom, I didn't really I knew it at the like when I built the team that it was a bit like annoying for him, but it actually came in a lot of handy in this battle because it sort of threatened him a lot with bringing in Starmie, which like Starmie, it was like I was actually really scared of Scarf Skarmory. Or Scarf Genesect. That were the two things that I was really frightened about when I was prepping for his team. He does make the switch into Shift Tree, which was a bit questionable, but he sort of thought I was going to go, well, I spoke to him about it after, and he sort of thought I was going to go for the Volt Switch, so he didn't want to go into Starmie. So he kind of went for the Saber play there, fair enough, but yeah, it didn't work out for him because I did go for the Overheat. Overheat was the safest play because it would have killed Galvantula and done okay damage to Starmie. So at this point he does switch into Starmie. I've got to get out of there, and I decided to just go straight into Tornadus. I'm missing my Assault Vest, so this is going to do a lot more damage to me. But at this point, it's sort of Tornadus is I can kind of sack it off. And I just go for the knockoff. I knock off his item. He ends up running in Leftovers, so it might have been like a bit of a defensive set. I'm not really sure what he was running. I'm kind of interested. Starmie can be used like that. It's got some really different moves and things. I was able to survive the next Scold, and I just retaliated with an Air Slash. I knew I was going to go down after this, but I do have my Scarf Sork. So the plan was basically just bring Sork in. I wanted to go knock off just in case he decided to switch out so I can get something off. I wasn't actually meant to have knockoff on Sork. It was meant to be Earthquake. So that was like a jetting issue on my part. But from here, he does go into, what's this thing called? Mega, I can never say that. Mega Champ. I'm locked into knockoff. It's not going to really do too much because I can't knock off that item. But at least I get 2 hits because I'm Scarfed, because I ran Sturdy. So I'm at least able to get 2 hits off here, and that puts him down to a decent range where I can sort of take him out with any sort of hit from there. So Sork ended up going down. He got a KO. Sork's cool. I'm happy with the KO that he got. So I decided to go on a Rotom at this point. I am defensive, so I should be able to take most hits. And I just decided, I think I'm sort of like mind blanking here, but I'm pretty sure I went for the Thunderbolt. I probably should have just went for Overheat. I think I just didn't want to switch it out after I lost special attack, and I just kind of wanted to stick it in there and stick it, not get rid of it. My words are mumbling up. Take a breath. Basically, yeah, I've got to go for the Overheat on this turn. It's definitely going to get rid of the Galvantula or do significant damage to anything that did come in. So Galvantula's out of the way. Really happy about him not getting up Sticky Webs. At this point, sort of Mew is a sackable mon now, so I can use him in the opportunity where I can just sack him off. He does go back into Metachamp. He goes for the Fake Out. I was really surprised. I was sort of thinking that he'd been running Bullet Punch. I kind of want to know if he was running the Bullet Punch, because Bullet Punch, it could have hurt a lot. I do switch out here because I just wanted to go into the Mew, sack him off, so I can get a free switch into Shaman, and I can sort of go from there. So Shaman was kind of the mon that I brought in late game because it could sweep his whole team with Air Slash and Hidden Power Fire. I'm running what's it called? Expert Belt. I did make a little bit of a misplay there going back into Rotom Heat. I should have just went straight into Shaman. I kind of thought I'd survive another one and I'd be able to play with that. I was tossing up a Leo here for a while if I should just go straight for the Hidden Power Fire, predicting this, but I sort of chickened out. I played well, but I don't think I played the best I could have. I kind of played really, really safe and didn't go too out of control. I know Shaman at this point is my win condition, so I'm happy to sack off Diancie at this stage, but he actually goes for the Extreme Speed. He turns out that he's actually Scarfed, which was one thing I was really worried about. But he's Scarfed into Extreme Speed, and that's fine by me. I can just go for the Hidden Power because I'm going to survive it, and Hidden Power is definitely going to OHKO this. I built it to be able to OHKO it with a Hidden Power Fire. So it is down, and he will go back into his Metachamp. I'll be able to outspeed and just go for that Moonblast and take out Mega Champ. So yeah, that's it, really. I ended up taking the first game, the first win of the season, first week, and I was happy. I was really happy. I can see some flaws that I made, but I'm happy with the result. Willow, you played well. Don't discredit yourself. Yeah, but it was a good game. It was a good game, a good way to get back into it. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, I'm excited for week 2, and we should get it going soon. Yeah, I've got nothing more to say. So I will catch you guys next time.